Been a long time coming. Definitely down. You know I've been a fan of you. Your jacket game was always crazy. Crazy
That's
jacket.
that's the thing that I miss the most, I would say, during this pandemic is like if I put on one of those jackets now, it doesn't fit my beige room. It doesn't work. It would be so weird. And I legit thought about it. I was like, I need to have a little more razzle dazzle because that sort of has been my thing for so long. And
Yeah.
now I'm just basic as all hell.
Yeah, there's a few tweets from me that'll be like, Renee's jacket is killing it tonight.
Which I appreciate. I mean, we didn't get it right before we started because we weren't recording, but like these chains you have on are no joke.
Yeah, it's me fake getting dressed, especially for Zooms. I'm just so easy. I've been in sweats and basketball shorts for so long that my new formula is to just you can wear whatever you want. If you throw a chain on, it just looks like you're put together.
What has been your favorite brand of sweats to go to during all of this? Have you expanded? Have you tried? Have you dabbled?
I don't like the Adidas because the zipper goes to the bottom of my foot because I'm supposed to wear it with shoes. I'm not, and I always step on the zipper and it hurts. And then
They also don't stretch very well. Adidas pants don't have a good stretch to them.
Yeah, the Nike, man, it's just a hug. And also the pockets, zippers on the pockets. You know how many times I've lost something because I wore sweats?
You can't walk fast. You can't turn fast. Anything that's in your pockets is gone.
Sweats is for chilling. And so they put zippers on the pockets. It's the little thing.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. What did you do for your birthday?
I've been in Virginia for like half a year. Yeah. I was filming a show out here, Swagger, and it got stopped because of the pandemic. So we came back. So yeah, it's a little cursed, but it's all right. We're getting it done. It's great people. But I celebrated it here, and last year I celebrated it here.
Damn.
Yeah.
In Virginia, what is going on? Like, what is Virginia like right now?
I'm from LA. No, I'm not trying to diss. It's just, the town damn near closes at 9. If it's 9 o'clock, you're not getting no Postmate. That's a wrap. It's done.
That's heartbreaking.
Great people though.
That ruins everything. If you can't get Postmates at a certain time, or you need to like have something and keep it cold in the fridge, that ruins the game.
It's over. Like that's the whole point is that I don't feel like getting up, but you must. So go get it for me.
Please, I'll tip heftily.
Yeah, I give out stars like it's nothing.
So you and I know each other from the wrestling world, obviously.
Yeah.
You are a wrestling fan. I mean, I know you from outside of that, of course, but that's how we met. Are you still watching wrestling at all?
Oh yeah. God,
what are you into? What are like your things?
I've really gotten a kick out of what WWE's been doing with Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. I've been waiting for him to be mean for so long, and now he's just a tank. Before, it was like, I guess, unbelievable. They're like, oh, of course Roman wins. When you're the bad guy, it just looks like a dominant just monster. So like, I've been getting a real good kick out of that.
I also saw you're like a big Bianca Belair fan. Wow, I can't speak. She's magical too. She's the best.
Oh yeah, she's like just dope. And it's just like she's such an athlete. And then when I found out the story, I was like, yeah, that's her. That's her right there. And her and her husband, Montez Ford, they've always been just dope to me. They've always either looked out on Twitter but I've just always supported them. When WWE went to Staples for the first SmackDown on Fox, I made sure because they told me that I was going to go on the blue carpet. Yeah. So it was like, oh yeah, I'm rocking my, my Street Profits gear. And, Bianca has sent, signed stuff for my sister before. And so I've always been there to kind of see Bianca getting down, getting mad that the NXT wouldn't give her the title.
But you know what? The payoff, at least she got the payoff. Because sometimes you're just like, come on, obviously give this girl the ball. She's insane. Come on. But now she gets to go and headline WrestleMania. I'm assuming she's going to be headlining one of the nights with Sasha. It's got to roll out that way.
Oh,
you can't deny how good she is.
Yeah, and like I just like how that match is getting set up because you had the documentary on Bianca, right before the Royal Rumble, and then everybody just like instantly is rooting for her. Little did they know. And then now with Sasha going on Stone Cold's Broken Skull, like I just have a new love for both of them. It's gonna suck. Whatever happens, I'm gonna be like, this is so whack.
Okay, who are you going with though? Who do you
Who
do you hope wins? You can't be on the fence about this.
No, and like Banks is Snoop's cousin. We're practically family.
Did you guys ever meet prior?
Yeah, we met. No, just at a wrestling event.
Oh, okay. That would have been wild if you guys like met each other as like kids or something.
Oh man. So it's like, it's West Coast family, but she is from Boston. And I don't, I'm a Lakers fan. So I gotta go Bianca.
Fair enough. I think it's time to like push that girl to the moon. The thing is, Sasha Banks is so good and also in such a sweet spot that she doesn't really need to have a title. Like she's good no matter what. But if you put that title on Bianca and let her run with that, like just with her story, like you said, let her do it. Let her just
Plus
go
that heel Banks.
Yeah.
Whew.
Sasha can only be a heel. Sasha is a heel through and through. It's just the way it is. It's the way that it works.
She has that look, and she's can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
Great talker. Monster.
Yeah.
Monster.
Her like social media game too. Her social media game is amazing of just like she knows how to like talk that shit.
Oh, she keeps it loaded. She keeps it loaded for anybody who wants it. It's so funny.
Okay, so what initially got you into wrestling? What was like the first thing that you're like, oh, I'm into this?
It was my brother Daryl. My older brother Daryl was big into it, introduced me to it. And yeah, he really loved Shawn Michaels. He really loved Stone Cold, of course, Rock. But Shawn Michaels is who I remember my brother talking the most about, because we had this WWF game on Sega Genesis, and we would always play that. And the only character that I would seem to be like able to do damage with was the Undertaker. So that was my guy. So I'm always riding with the Undertaker. And then the older I got and I started to be able to understand the storylines a little better and like really peep what was going on, The Rock. The Rock always had something to say. You rarely caught him like on a stumble or like not a quick response. He's right there always. And as a kid, it taught me to always have something to say. Nobody can get the best of you with your words. There's no, like, you're ready. I keep it loaded.
But that's so much easier said than done. I mean, to have that sharp tongue and that sharp mind and to be able to like lash that out at the right time, that's art. Would you ever want to be involved in wrestling more? I mean, whether it was like you doing an angle or you wanting to be a part of like the creative team, is that something you'd ever be interested in?
Oh, for sure. Wrestling taught me, just how to carry on a story, to have, just like it's, I used to call it, it's the best soap opera on TV. Yeah. It's just so good. And it's never ending. So it was, it's always been a dream to work in the WWE. Like I've always been a super supporter of them, just from a fan standpoint. And yeah, I'm cool. I'm good friends with, my cool guy, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
That's my guy, FPJ, smart ass. But anyway.
He is, I don't know him that well, but we brought him in when we were doing backstage. And like, I was really impressed how much he still really kept up on all things WWE. Like he could have just been on the writing team again, instantly.
Yeah. Like you'll never hear him stutter. You'll never hear, straight to the point, great combo, end it. Like he's a beast. FPJ is my guy. But yeah, I went to school for screenwriting at USC. Yeah. So like I really dig that feeling you can give somebody with writing. So yeah, anything they really need from me. And of course, you got to get in the ring. They're passing that 24/7 around like it's not.
I mean, listen, Bad Bunny bringing that on SNL, that's cool as all hell. What a rub. But yeah, I mean, come on, you deserve to get in there. I mean, we got Peter Rosenberg out there doing some whack ass roll up.
weird.
He texted me after, he's like, that wasn't a roll up. I'm like, I don't care what that was. It looked like a point of entry.
It was so weird. I'd be like, yep, that's there forever.
You know, it's got to kill him too to watch that back and be like, oh, I kind of botched that.
Yeah, they got it. Put it on a shirt. Somebody put it on a shirt. Send me that. I'll rock the hell out of it.
Done and done. Okay, so if you could take someone from wrestling and bring them into your world, who do you think would really be able to break out as an actor?
Oh, honestly, if they're not already, doing it, because I really, like I said, I like what Roman's doing, but Seth Rollins, I feel like Seth Rollins could bring it wherever I need it to be. Seth Rollins would be dope. Randy Orton, he's just so easy to hate.
I know.
That's why I love
He's so obnoxiously good.
It's like, ugh. Randy is the man.
I feel like every year we're like, this is the best year for Randy. Randy's at his peak right now. And then the next year he keeps outdoing himself.
He's ran 13 times and they don't give him credit.
They don't.
13 times and it's never mentioned. But I gotta hear about Cena every corner I go. It's whatever.
I cannot wait to have Randy on this show to get him to open up and talk some because Randy's talking is also on another level.
That's St. Louis, Missouri.
Right? Honestly, look out. Unbelievable.
And also, my guy shouted me out. So I got to shout him out. I got to work with CM Punk.
Yes. Yeah. So he does want to work with you. I remember that was on Backstage, I believe, that we talked about that. Or maybe it was when did my show we talked about that?
Yeah, I think it was this.
It was on here. Yeah. He is someone, because he just worked on that Heels show with Stephen Amell. So, I mean, he is definitely looking to get out there and do some stuff.
Got to work with my dude. Yeah.
I'll connect you guys. I'll
super Ice Cube fan, and I've with him heavy.
So good. Okay, so you mentioned Ice Cube, of course, your father. Your breakout role was getting to play your father in Straight Outta Compton. Were you more nervous to go in to play your dad, or was it sort of like a duck to water of like, yeah, it's my dad, obviously I can do that?
I think it was for sure both, because I've told this story before, but I'm sorry, I know you've told this story. No. For anybody out there listening, like, this motherfucker told the story.
I know. Shut up and listen to him.
God. But so I was sitting in the kitchen. It was my second year of college. I'm commuting to USC instead of getting a dorm, which was crazy, I know. But so I really liked my house as a kid.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so my dad comes in the kitchen. I'm eating cereal, watching TV in the kitchen. He comes and he's like, hey, they're taking this NWA movie seriously. I'm like, oh, that's dope, Dad. Good look. Not thinking what he's about to ask me. He was like, in a perfect world, I will have you play me, but I'm going to have to get you an acting coach. I said, yes, please. And he was like, I'm going to have to get you an acting coach and you got to audition. You got to earn it. I was like, easy. All right. Can I leave school?
That was a good ultimatum to throw out there.
I can see it in his face. He was like, but you have to make it work. So that's basically my career right now. But when I first got it, it's Universal. It's not like some indie. This isn't some like it's Universal Studio. Mm-hmm. So I'm either going to not get the part and everyone's going to call me an idiot. I'm going to get the part and the movie's going to be bad. Or I'm just putting every terrible scenario that I could. And I was just scared to death. But the auditioning process took 2 years.
What?
2 years. I was in the middle of my second year. I watched all my friends graduate on Instagram.
What?
Yeah. So I'm thinking my life is over.
What were you doing during that 2 years? Because you could have just finished school and still been auditioning.
I could have just finished school. But I was just full of fear, not knowing what I'm going to do with my life. All my friends have graduated. If I go back, they're going to make me go through a JC just to come back. And it was just about to be bad. And then, lo and behold, they were like, we want you to do a screen test. which is we're going to see which actors work together.
Okay. This was during the 2 years, or this is like the tail end of the 2 years?
This is the end right here.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah. So I'm stressed and I'm like, all right, this is the best news that I've heard. So we go and I walk in and I see a guy in a Jerry curl wig. So immediately I'm like, yo, what's up, man? You going for easy? He says, no, I'm going for Cube. And I look. You're doing what? Now I know that this is my competition that I'm doing this with.
Did that make you like more cutthroat, or did that kind of stress you out more?
But that's the thing. That's where the switch happened. At first, I was just so scared and so worried. But when that moment happened, I've been working on this part for 2 years. This is my father. And when that moment happened, when that dude looked up and said, like, yeah, I'm going for Q, it turned on. And I was like, can't nobody tell me shit about this shit. And it was over. I was frowning the whole day. Went over to him, introduced myself. I'm O'Shea Jackson Jr. Exactly. I was ready to go after that. You can't really tell me nothing. It was my guy. The whole reason why I did the movie is because as a son, when your father asks you to do anything that's not take out the trash, it's huge. It's like, fuck, my dude needs me. Like, I got to do this. And if I would have went into a theater and saw somebody playing my dad and they did something wrong, it'd stick with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
We always have music artists, and when they die, we play them like they were just Michael Jordan. That was it. We didn't appreciate what we had when we had it. And I didn't want them to do that for my guy. Give him his flowers while he can smell them.
Hell yeah.
So it was just like, yo, we got to make this dude. They got to see the superhero that I see every day.
That's wild. I had no idea it took you that long. Like that it was a 2-year auditioning process. Over that time, you either are going to get so fed up with it, you get a case of the gets and you can thrive, or each time is more nerve-wracking because you've invested so much time and effort into it.
Yeah, it's just like, and I had no other way to go, like in my mind. Like
you had to make it work.
I gotta make it work.
What were like some of the tics of your dad that you picked up that nobody else would have been able to notice from him?
Oh, my dad got this look when he knows you bullshit. Like he's got this like, I don't know. It's this kind of sit and wait. It's not the frown. It's just dry. And like, I might as well just stop talking.
I've been found out real quick.
Yeah, man. And he does it like all the time, even when I just know him. And so I see it. My brother would tell you it's this look. And of course I notice it all through it. I know that I'm doing it, but people don't know. Dre told me one time that he was like, it's just something about how y'all both walk. So I had to walk down. And my dad's funny. My dad is funny. He can't. Ice Cube is not funny. O'Shea Jackson is hilarious. And we'll spend most of our time just turning on TV so we can make fun of people.
What do you guys watch?
American Dad.
I need to get more on the American Dad bandwagon because we've been watching, like, obviously we watch Family Guy all the time, but
Family Guy be wacky sometimes.
Yeah.
American Dad is some real ass.
They get away with so much stuff, especially in this day of like, oh my God, you can't say anything. You can't do that. You can't. And they do it in a way that is so like palpable. It's so funny.
So funny. And it's disrespected. It's disrespected because Family Guy is Family Guy.
Sure.
But American Dad, that's some funny shit. We'll sit there. I got my 3-year-old. So, my dad is granddad now.
Yeah.
And we'll sit there and just giggle our asses off watching American Dad. So
have you developed that same look to give to your own daughter? Do you have like your dad looks?
Yeah, but I got mine from my mom.
Okay. Because mom looks are no joke. I'm about to be a mom, and if I don't develop what my mom used to give me, I'm screwed.
It comes with fatigue. It comes with tired of your shit. Because when I first had my daughter, every look I gave her was a smile. Just like,
Yeah.
oh my God. And then my mom tells me when she was about to turn 2, because of her terrible 2s and all that.
Mm-hmm.
3s are really where they're terrible. All right. 2, she's still learning. 3, she's got 3 years of experience. She feels like she knows something. But my mom told me right when she was about to turn 2, she said, Shay, you got to work on your look. What do you mean? Like, you got to work that no bull look. And I'm like, all right. And so it comes with, over time, me having moments of, didn't I tell you not to do that? Or like, hey, can you keep it down, please? 1 second, okay? All right, hold on. Don't touch that. Those moments build your look of.
It's developed over time. It's an acquired, learned look.
It's pain from them too.
Straight Outta Compton, if you were to do another biopic, who would you want to play?
I don't know. I would want to be. When we first did Straight Outta Compton, they asked me what type of music a biopic I would want to do. I said I wanted to do the Wu-Tang movie, and I wanted to be.
Oh, hell yeah!
I wanted to be Method Man so bad. I was like, I'm gonna get that. But then they made it some series and things that moved on. But I don't know. It's cool to do, biopics, because you get to like really know a person. Like my dad is one thing, but I did another one in Just Mercy.
Oh my God, so good, dude! You were so good in that,
man. Yeah.
Oh my! When they did the rollout at the end, oh my God!
Yeah, it was so sad. Anthony Hinton, my man, such a cool dude too.
Yeah.
I took that part, and because what I've chosen to do in my career, because I knew it's already one thing to be a junior, but you look for ways to make your own lane. And when you have a father of mine, I have his name, look just like him.
Yeah.
And then the first thing I do is play him in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, listen, dude, you're doing great so far, making your own lane. All right, so let me. All right, how can I work this? So I just started to make sure I wasn't typecasted, to make sure they knew that I wasn't just a one-trick pony. I tried to pick movies of all kinds, anything. I did a rom-com right after Straight Outta Compton with Ingrid.
Well, I remember when I first met you and I was like, dude, I'd seen Ingrid Goes West.
Yeah.
And I loved that movie. You were so great in it. I loved it.
Yeah, then that got me a different type of buzz than Straight Outta Compton did. It was like on the indie circuit, went to Sundance. Variety had me top 10 performances. It was great. I was like,
you're
all right.
A scene stealer. Like, you really take these moments and you really like make the most of it.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do. All right. And especially in a supporting role. Like if I'm on screen for 22 minutes out of a 2-hour movie, you're gonna remember every single one of my 22 minutes. And a supporting role gives you that shot. Not so much the lead all the time, but like a supporting role, if you want to steal it, that's a good spot. Like everybody likes Luke Skywalker, but everybody with Han Solo.
Yes.
Like, yeah, yes. You want to be Woody, but Buzz Lightyear is the coolest toy in the movie. Like, that's how good. And that's just always been my thing, to take different roles, comedies, action, the blockbuster. And I reached the point where I was like, okay, let me get back to my original setup, a dramatic biopic. And then I was presented Just Mercy, and I looked up Anthony Ray Hinton, and the way that I connected to him was how he talked about his mother. He talked about his mom in such a way that, like, you could hear every bit of love from him. When he is crying, when he is laughing, he spent so much time talking about how it hurt that he wasn't able to say goodbye to his mom when she passed.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, I love my mama too. It's crazy. So it's like, we connect. And he hates the Boston Red Sox. And I hate the Boston Celtics.
You already went off on Sasha Banks. I mean, that's the one notch against her. She's from Boston. Sorry, girl.
That's the only thing, Renee.
Otherwise, she's perfect.
Perfect.
I know.
Spot on.
Damn Boston. She doesn't have that Boston accent so much, though.
Yeah, because she's too swagged out. Too swagged out for her.
Oh my God. Okay, so when you're going into these scenes though and doing those supporting roles, are you thinking each time that they give you action, you're like, how am I going to kind of get my shit in here and steal this scene? Or is it just an energy that you have that does it?
I have to get my feet wet.
Okay.
I have to, every day I have butterflies and like nervousness and anxiousness before I go on. There's so many times at work I hear pictures up and under my breath, and I'm mic'd so they hear it. I go, oh, it's like, I've done this 100 times. Relax. But it's that feeling. Even this. I was nervous as hell to do this.
What?
You said, oh, we're going to be talking about wrestling and you. I was like, I love both those things. I can do that. That's fine. And still, it's this feeling I get. So once I get my feet wet and I'm comfortable, I'm shooting off the hip.
Yeah.
And I'm a tour bus baby. So like improving and talking shit back is like my forte. Like that's the world I live in. So it's a number of things. But if you got a big scene, you usually read that the night before. And in that supporting role, you got to shine when you can shine. And if you hit it, you'll last forever.
How terrifying is it when you're in a moment like that and you're like, I don't know my lines. Has that ever happened? It must have. It must.
This is terrible. All right, so unless I know it's like a monster.
Sure.
Yeah. But Renee, I be reading my lines in hair and makeup. I be reading them in. Why do I have to say all this? Like, I get so.
Who wrote this? Is this necessary? Can we trim this down?
What is this recipe y'all brought me? So it's something that hasn't bitten me in my ass yet because everybody seems so happy when I'm done. So it's chill. I'm making it work. Making it work.
God. Okay, who do you want to work with? What's like your dream cast scenario? Is it a director you want to work with, an actor you want to work with? If you can like sort of set up the parameters for your dream situation, what's that look like?
All right, I want to work with Wes Anderson.
Hell yes.
I just love those movies.
They're the best.
They're
so whimsical and dreamy and quirky.
The banter is crazy. It's just really, I just love Wes Anderson movies. Brad Pitt. I said a long time ago when I started acting, they were like, what do you want to do with your acting career? I said, I want to be Black Pitt. So.
Wait, you guys had that conversation together?
No. No, they asked me in like interviews, like, what do I plan to do in my career? I want to be Black Pitt. Brad Pitt is like the coolest guy.
What's your favorite Brad Pitt movie?
Oh, Tyler Durden.
Oh, yeah. How can it not be, right?
That's when I was like, that's him, Mom. It's the baddest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. And 12 Monkeys. Love 12 Monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
Fury, he was dope. I like Inglourious Bastards, of course. He's just the man. Me, Joe Black. I remember that was the first movie that ever made. I'm a little kid. Made me laugh during a death scene, and it's not funny. Getting hit by those cars.
It's insane. Oh my God, I've not seen that movie in so long, but I remember seeing that too, and it like rocked my world. I was like, wait, what?
Holy shit. Yeah, I just couldn't take it. But he's just so dope. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, him and Leo being together, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But of course, Leo, big Ice Cube fan. I saw him once, and he'll spit a verse. Leo,
really?
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio don't play. He knows some spit. cool actor.
Okay.
Yeah, he.
I like that. I assume that he has like many models around him while he's doing this, which I
Oh,
also
of course.
appreciate.
Some of them fly. Yeah, it's dope.
Love it. I love it. Good for him.
Yeah,
Ride
man,
that
he
out.
is the man.
How was it for you? I mean, you kind of talked about it earlier about just like wanting to create your own path. I mean, I know you've dabbled in music yourself as well,
Yeah.
but what was like that moment for you that was like, no, I want to be an actor? And that's like I mean, you studied screenwriting at USC. So
Yeah.
that was like the big plan the whole time, but like what really triggered that?
Yeah, I tried the music thing. And then my love for film kind of pulled me away from it. It was I didn't know that I wanted to be a writer until I had a teacher show me that, like, no, listen, this is what you want to do. Like, why don't you think about doing this? It was two teachers actually. Hernan De Lealde.
What a name.
Super Argentinian. And yeah, that was my guy. I got homeschooled from 7th to 12th grade, and I hated it. I thought I was like, this is stupid. I'm never gonna know anything that anybody's doing. All my friends are gone. But it is from 9 to 1, which is not a tough gig.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. And so yeah, I'm a big daydreamer. And you know, in homeschool, I got a one-on-one teacher. You can't hide. You know, in a classroom of 30, it's easy for a kid to kind of hide. And yeah, he would see me do that standard school time zone out. And he said, he gave me a notebook. He was like, here, write down everything that's going on in your head, because you're not talking about anything that I'm doing right now. I was like, all right. And I wrote like a handwritten, like 120-page script.
Oh my God.
Just writing. And it's this whole story. And he would always give me like 30 to an hour to just keep writing. And it's like, and like during class to give me a little, you know, I gave you your time now, you know, pay attention to this. And it ended up, you know, being a dope story. And he was like, have you ever thought about writing a script? And so, yeah, we kind of got into that. And then, you know, Rochelle was like, yeah, you know, USC, it's like the type school you could go to for what you're doing. And her and Hernan kind of put my head towards going to USC. And then Rochelle gave me a journal. And on the front of it, it said, go confidently in the direction of your dreams and live the life that you've imagined. And I was
Rochelle?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so that's where my love for movies, and I just dig movies a little bit more. I like creating that world that makes, you know, movies are just so, films are so powerful. Everybody's had that movie that when you were a kid, like for me, it was Blade. Yeah. When I came home from watching Blade, I took my the little twisty thing you take off the blinds. I was hacking all in that house. Like, I am Blade. I'm about to murk. And so movies give you that. They make you like, and I wanted to do that for random people.
It is really crazy how movies can just inspire that, though. They bring out these different feelings. They show us different sides of ourselves, and we can just totally get so lost in them. I've always found that whole process really fascinating too. But for you to like, okay, so you just mentioned that you were homeschooled. How did you have any friends? Where did you meet your friends?
I met my friends in K through 7. Like, I just locked them in and was just like, you know, how's everybody doing? And in the middle of middle school, that's when people are growing up.
Yeah.
And, you know, I grew up away from it, you know, just kind of away from certain dramas. I wasn't there for the high school click up. Like, I went back to public school for my senior year. And I remember I had a friend of mine, I'm not gonna put you on blast, a friend of mine from elementary, he said, so who are you gonna hang with? I said, what? All of y'all. What do you mean? Who's not here? And he's like, no, like, you know. I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, well, this is upper lunch. This is lower lunch. This is like, we had like sections. And that's where people hang out. And if you over there, you hanging out with them, motherfuckers. We're not coming.
Yeah. How much pressure is there on you? Obviously, you know, being Ice Cube's son, but that aside, your parents have been together for like 30 years.
Yeah.
Those are big shoes, man. Like, damn.
My mom, first of all, they're hilarious. Okay. And they love each other and they're big old babies. It takes the littlest thing to like hurt the other one's feelings. And it's because they're just such a good team. So it's just like, why are you acting like this? They love each other to death. But if you get them both mad at you, it's so whack. And it brought me and my siblings closer together because we see when they're about to do it. And now we help each other. Like, no, Daryl, I got this. I know what they're about to do.
Did Daryl get upset that you got to be O'Shea Jackson Jr. and he's Daryl?
No, he's doing the music thing. He's about to executive produce some Lynch Mob albums. So like both like, it was funny because my brother got me into movies as far as like, you know, things to watch. And yeah, once we like reached a point, we kind of like switched spots. You know, and like he's always loved rap, yeah, but he just has such a knowledge of dope films and dope actors and all this. And then when it came to the point where it was like time to figure out what we're doing with our lives, I went to movies and he went to music. It was just weird. But that's my guy. I look just like that. Like, what do you?
Sorry, dude.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, damn. So, but yeah, no, my dude is super supportive. He used to be part of my crew where him and my uncle, I would just bring with me every set. I know they would have my back. And when I didn't feel like being the bad guy, you just send your big brother to go do it.
Thank God for that, right? Oh my God. Save face, send the middleman. I don't want to deal with that.
What do you need? All right, this. And he'll get it done.
Daryl's on the case. I love it. Was Daryl with you? Because you used to tour with your dad, right? And you were like his hype man. Did you guys do that together?
Yeah. It was those.
Is that your first job?
Technically, my first job was a PA on Are We Done Yet?
Oh, okay.
Had the walkie, had everything. I was in PA. So all y'all PAs out there. Do it, man.
Shout out to the PAs.
Out to the PAs, because I was the only one that could get my dad out of his trailer. They didn't really like make me do. I'm 15, it's illegal, but like, you know, I'm there. I took my serious. Like I took it like, you know, I got to make sure I do this. I don't want to lose Milwaukee. And of course you slack when you find time. But I remember my first day, my dad walks on the set. He's ready to go. I'm excited to see him. I'm at work. And so I go up to him and he's like, I was like, yeah, Dad, look, they gave me a walkie. He goes, son, don't talk to talent.
Oh, no, he did not.
And walked off. And I was just so like, damn. He had that loaded. No way.
Lessons learned. Damn. Sorry, Dad.
I was like, all right, you got me. But that's him. He's going to shoot jokes at you. But yeah, tour life. Those were some of the dopest times with my brother because I was 18, he was 22, and it was some wild times. It was just healthy.
How do you like hype? Like, I can't imagine if I had to go hype up my dad. My dad's not Ice Cube, so it's a little difficult to be like, oh, my dad's like a fast typer. Like, I don't know what I'm going to hype him about. But like, how do you do that?
It's just, I get a kick out of watching my dad be super dope. Like, when I see him in pocket, like when I see the shift, when he is no longer himself, he's no longer like, he's just in it, is full on Ice Cube, and he's having a ball, it's like the best feeling. Like me and my brother would look at each other like, oh yeah, he's in it tonight. He's on one tonight. Don't touch that man. He's too hot. Don't touch him. And like I get a kick out of that. And so if I can make him look even doper, I'm about to rock this motherfucker tonight. Like it's about to be mayhem. And it's my guy. You know, I like everything he do. So it's to hype him up. I can hype up my dad for anything. He can sell water to a drowning man.
Sell ice cubes to an Eskimo. No problem. The guy's got it. All right, let's talk a little Kobe here and some Lakers. I mean, obviously, with the passing of Kobe was incredibly tragic, and that struck you quite a bit. I mean, I know you were really big on social media talking about Kobe, your connection growing up in LA, being a huge Lakers fan. What's like your first memory of being able to see Kobe?
The Forum. I remember the Fabulous Forum. I pride myself as a Laker for being a Forum Laker fan. You know, no disrespect to those who jumped in, you know, from Staples, but it's just, I don't know. There's just something about that building that just reminds me of my childhood, and I really like those times, and I hate that Shaq and Kobe didn't get one in there.
Right?
It was like, ugh. Like, you know, these are the walls with Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and yeah, it always kind of irks me that the year we leave, we get one. It's like it was written up.
Yeah,
Like,
predetermined.
But it's the start, you know, it's the start of a new era. So it's, you know, I guess that's all right. But I love my Lakers. Kobe, I remember the time seeing him at the Forum, but I was a Shaq fan at that time in my age. He was like the biggest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it was all about Shaq. And then at a certain point, that hair started to grow out, and, you know, we moved to Staples, and this is cool, Mom. I don't know. I gotta rock with Kobe. I gotta be with Kobe. Like, Kobe's the man. And then Shaq left me. Went to Miami and
Rude.
Ended in Boston. By the way, Shaq, you ran and got hurt just running.
We'll talk about Shaq in a second too, because there's a lot to unpack there.
You were a Celtic when you got hurt, Shaq. Your last time. I just want you to know I love you. But so, yeah, I've just always been a Laker fan. At work, they know I'm the biggest Laker fan. And so when they all were talking to me about the, what's that team? The Clippers.
Who? What? Who?
Yeah. But I made sure that when I came back to work, this is just behind me, by the way. I didn't know you were going to.
Oh, my God.
I got to remind them every.
That's just in your hotel room.
Every chance I get. That the Lakers won the NBA title and that Larry is back home.
Oh, my God. That's amazing. That's a good cast right there. I mean, they're hooking you up.
Listen, it was behind me. It was behind me. I just like to remind myself.
It's like you keep it as a shrine next to your bed. If that doesn't bring you some good juju, I don't know what will.
Well, go Lakers. From the bottom of my heart. Go Lakers. Lakers in 5.
Go Lakers. Jack, real quick. How do you think he's gonna wrestle? Like, he's supposed to wrestle Cody Rhodes in AEW. How do you think this is gonna go?
Ooh, God, I know them Turner checks is stupid, but
they better be.
I know, but you know, Shaq is a Laker. You know, I respect Cody for, you know, everything that he's done. Like, say, you know, there's always going to be people that choose. You know, you're going to choose a side. But for him to, first of all, his dad to be a legend, it's automatic connection with me. I know he's had the same talk, which is why I love Kobe, which is why I love The Rock, is because their dads did it. And they went into the field and took the family name to new heights. And when you have a legendary family name, it's difficult to do. So it's like, it's a lot of pressure as a son to live up to a man with such a legacy. But what I've learned is, if I were trying to get over the mountain or, you know, out of the shadow, it's like climbing with my dad, at least. It's like climbing a mountain, and then you look up, and that motherfucker is still making the mountain.
Yes.
It's just
still building it.
So you're never going to get out of that. So the best thing to do is, you're not trying to get out of a shadow. You are building an empire. This
I
is the
love that.
ground my father laid, and this is what I laid, and the next one's gonna lay this until you got a massive land as far as the eye can see. And Cody is doing his thing. Say what you want. He got his ass up and took that to new heights.
If that doesn't pump you up, I mean, knowing Cody and knowing when he was leaving WWE and being like, he doesn't like the way things are going here and he wants to go do his own thing, but then to see what he's been able to go and do and the legacy he's now building for himself, I mean, how can you not be inspired by that? It's amazing.
Hell yeah. And like I have a soft spot for Shane McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
I got a soft spot for Charlotte.
Yeah.
It's just like how the Usos, it's just something about that. Like everybody assumes that, yes, it's easier, but they look at the gift and they don't look at the curse. And the curse is that drive to even want to do it. You know, there's a burn that happens when you're the first. When you're the third, or you're second generation, third generation, your life has been great because of the first. So, you know, it's just like chill. But there's a want that has to happen for you to like want to be on your 2 feet that certain people in our position as, you know, generational don't have. And they, you know, it's okay. Your parents work hard, so you don't have to. Right. But those people that gotta get their ass up and get it done. I would yell. We were at WrestleMania 32 and Shane jumps off and falls off the Hell in a Cell.
Oh my God.
I yelled, Shane, you're a billionaire. You
don't have to jump. You're too rich to be doing that.
Do this. But he does. Because he knows he's laying his footprint. Mm-hmm. Shane McMahon has had some matches that Vince would never.
Sure. Yeah. He's done a lot of that Vince would have never done.
Oh, yeah. And he's always out there in some fresh J's, Shane. I see you.
Fresh J's, coast to coast. I mean, nothing slows that dude down ever. He's a madman. Legitimately, he's a madman. He works in function. I mean, you're Vince McMahon's kid. You're going to function on a different level.
Yeah, I'm going to go hard as King of the Ring. Kurt, throw me through this window. They're telling us not to, Shane. Do it. You're a sick.
Yes. That 100%. He is a sick. Dude, just go home and like he got in a helicopter crash and was just like, okay.
Sorry for the helicopter. Dipped out.
No, like I remember hearing that and I'm like, Shane, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I don't know, it's fine. Just like dusted off back in the ring. I'm like, what? It's nuts.
And, oh, Mac, here comes the money, man.
For real.
Yeah, I got a soft spot for generational talent, and you know, right now I'm rooting hard for Bronny Jr. But Bron James Jr. That's difficult as.
That's how do you? Okay, so with you having your daughter, what do you like anticipate for her to like to have that drive? To want to now she's going to want to step in your footsteps and exceed the things that you've been able to do.
Listen, when I found out that the baby was going to be a girl, I said, this is my opportunity to make the baddest lady on the planet. She's going to be the shit. Like, I just need her to just be dope. I mean, like every aspect, she's gonna be dope. As long as she just stays with Papa. Watch my her first wrestling match she watched was Macho Man versus Crush. She sat up, like in her, you know, babies don't have balance all together. She sat up and watched that whole match, not a word.
Oh my God.
I was like, yeah, y'all see, you know, like y'all see this? And I watched it and I saw her, she was in it. And when the ladies fight, she is like, and then she'll look away and then come back. It's just, I know it's.
You have to bring her around once stuff like opens up again. Like you got to bring her around and introduce her to everybody.
Oh yeah, man. Oh,
get her a little robe made up.
She's a star.
Okay, my last thing I want to talk to you about, Raiders are going to be in Las Vegas, which is where I live. How do I prepare to go to a Raiders game? I've never been. I don't know what to anticipate. The only other huge Raiders fan that I know is Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
So I need to figure out how to prepare for this.
Okay. How to?
Because it's a storm, is it not?
Oh, they're gonna be so mad at me right now, Renee, when I say.
Oh God.
All right. So what do you need to prepare for a Raider game? You got to make sure whether or not you're in the black hole, because the black hole gets crazy.
Okay. What's the black hole? I don't know the black hole.
Is a section. Some people will tell you like the whole thing's the black hole, but no, there's a certain section, and it is where the rowdies are. And you know that used to be some real treacherous folks, you know. And it's always a good time. You're gonna meet people from everywhere, and you just gotta go hard. You gotta go hard for the Raiders. You gotta go like that fan base is just amazing. And you know, a lot of it is just, you know, through the years. I know people from LA, you know, LA Raiders, you know, till they die. And so, you know, there's that attachment no matter where they are. And, you know, I wasn't around for the LA Raiders run or their Super Bowl win. So, you know, I'm like mentally, I just wasn't there. 3 or no, whatever the it was. 94 is when they left. Either way, you see, I don't care. But the biggest thing that you have to prepare for when you're at a Raider game is a loss, baby.
Oh my God.
Get prepared for that loss. This team, man. I've seen my poor father beat his head into the wall for this team. All right? They will always have a place in my heart because of my dad. But you Raiders always figure out a way to just it up for him. And it kills me. It kills me. The Raiders ain't been good since the logo had both eyes. Oh.
See, you were prepared to throw out Burns at any given moment. There it was. That was prime execution. Hell yes, firing from both hips, baby. Let those Raider fans hear it.
God damn it. I mean, I feel bad. When they lost to Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl and my dad was crushed, I went to school the next day, head to toe in Raider gear for him. I do it for my dad. But you team always find a way to just Raider it up. So I'm from Los Angeles. They're not even in California anymore.
They're not your problem anymore.
LA all day and twice on Sundays. Go Ram, Viva la Ramilia.
All right, so if I go to a Raiders game, I just got to get blackout drunk and hope for the best.
That's what they do. That's what they do during the game. That's what they do in the crowd.
I'll fit right in. It sounds like wait.
Man,
right.
It is. Ugh.
Bunch of losers. You heard it here first.
Oh.
All right, O'Shea, I know that you're a busy man. I really appreciate that you popped on here, shot the shit me about a million different things. We'll get you in touch with CM Punk. You guys can go do a movie together, call up Brad Pitt. It's all happening.
Yeah, no, I'm super down. Of course, I've been dying to get on here.
Yes.
Something I just want people to know, Kurt Angle, I always hated you. You're so good at your job. You're a legend. And you just made me hate you so much. Chris Jericho, I met you. I told you I hated you. I hated you too. You were just so good. Now that I'm older and I appreciate the art, you're so good at your job. You're a legend, and I can't stand you, but I love you to death. And Roman Reigns' feet never hit the floor. The greatest Royal Rumble ever that never hits floor. And
hear all of your grievances. Get it out. Let them know. Let them all know. This is the opportunity. They deserve to hear this.
And when pump more Randy Orton, 13-time world champion. Yes. Pump it up more.
Yes. Also, you can check out his clothing gear Slither. You can find it on his Instagram or whatever.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm an add to cart type guy, Renee. I'm real add to cart.
Add it all to cart. I want all the sizes. I want it all. Give me a onesie. Hopefully there's underwear. I don't know. I want all of it.
But yeah. Oh, and Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
Hell yeah. Lakers in 5. All right. Well, we've summed up a lot of stuff here. I appreciate it. You're the best. Thanks for coming on, dude.
No problem. Please hit me anytime. I am terribly bored in Virginia.
Oh, great. I'm here in Vegas just drinking iced coffee all day. So get ready. Buckle up.
All right, cool.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Bye.